My beloved, before you scroll, pause. This is not just another message, this is your rescue. I see your weariness. I feel the ache behind your smile. I know the battles that rage in silence. But right now, I am speaking directly to you, not by coincidence, but by divine timing. If you let go too soon, you may miss the very healing your heart has cried out for. Stay, and you will hear the truth your soul was born to remember. You are not forgotten. You are not too broken. You are mine, and I am here to lift you from the weight that was never yours to carry. This may be the moment everything changes. Will you let it be? I am with you in every moment, nearer than your own breath, interwoven with your very heartbeat. Whenever your spirit feels shattered, like delicate glass dashed upon cold, unyielding stone, I am at work, weaving all those fragments into a tapestry of beauty and endurance. The struggles within you, the silent wars you fight in the secret places of your heart, are never hidden from me. They reverberate through the halls of my eternal presence, each tremor drawing forth an outpouring of my compassion. You may question why your inner battles feel so heavy, why doubts arise like crashing waves threatening to overwhelm your faith. I see all these tides, my child, and they do not disturb me. In fact, I draw near as the Lord of Peace, bringing calm into the heart of your fiercest storm, not to erase your trials, but to walk alongside you through them. Picture my steady hand beneath yours, never releasing you, even when you sense your grip failing. What seems to you as separation is only a thin veil, a mist lifting, revealing more and more of my presence. Your fears, failures, and silences, they never distance me from you. Instead, they deepen the journey we share, preparing your heart to receive the fullness of my enduring embrace. Right now, there is a divine tension in your soul, a sacred unrest that beckons you forward, even as it feels like it's pulling you back. This tension is neither foreign nor random. It is the very cradle of transformation. Whenever you feel isolated, remember my spirit never leaves you, whispering encouragement into every silence. If you feel unseen, trust that I am shaping you, even where no eye can see, forming your soul with infinite tenderness. Nothing can divide us, for I dwell within you, knitting your brokenness into completeness, turning your sorrow to joy. Across the gulf of loneliness, my voice calls. Come to me, remain with me, for here you find an unshakable place. Let this truth take root within you, my beloved. Cling to it when night lingers and the path seems lost. You are mine now, always, eternally. Do not let the lie of separation sow threads of doubt in your heart. When shadows loom and you question my nearness, look carefully. You'll find me in each gentle breath, in the unseen rhythm of your heart, in every flicker of hope that persists through your pain. The love that binds us is anything but fragile. It has been forged in the eternal fires. Nothing in heaven or on earth can undo it. Even when your faith feels faint, when you doubt your worth or place, know this. I have not looked away. I have not forsaken you. Rather, I am softly revealing the deepest secrets of my kingdom to your still soul, inviting you into intimacy beyond what you've ever imagined. This internal struggle is not a sign of defeat, but a threshold to greater strength. Your vulnerability, your scars, your restless searching, these are the fertile earth where my grace blossoms. Like a shepherd with a lamb through rugged hills, I guide your every step with patience and unwavering care, carrying your burdens even as your arms grow weary. Remember, my precious one, in the times you feel farthest from me, I am nearest, drawing you into the secret sanctuary of my heart, where fear falls and love reigns. If your heart stirs, do not shrink back. Lean into this divine nearness. Let your soul be cradled by the promise that nothing, not inner turmoil, nor regret, nor the unknown, can break the bond we share. This sacred tether is woven from mercy and unbreakable devotion. If you feel broken, Let my healing hands bind you. If you feel lost, know that I am the light at your path's end. Nothing can divide us, beloved. This is not a simple statement, but a covenant sealed by the blood of love and the breath of eternal life. At this moment, before you draw your next breath, before the sun slips beyond the horizon, reflect on this. You are infinitely loved, forever held, eternally embraced within my arms. The inner battle you endure is just one chapter in your sweeping story of redemption, a story I am writing with love and shaping for victory. Come close, for I am your safe haven, your strength, always present in times of trouble. Though doubt and fear may whisper, they will never silence my faithfulness. I am always here. I see your struggle not as failure, but as a sacred opportunity. I am the God who never sleeps, who chases after you in steadfast love, who will never relinquish you. Rest in this truth, and let your heart find stillness in the assurance that nothing can sever our union. Will you trust me this time? My love is the anchor that holds you, the fire that burns away your fears, the fortress where you always find peace. My dear child, I see the weight pressing on your heart, the silent burden that follows your every step like a shadow. It started small, barely more than a whisper, but over time became a persistent ache, a dull throb that will not be silenced. I know this struggle intimately, every fold of your spirit, every sting behind your sighs, every tear you hide when you think no one is watching. There is a tension in you, winding around your soul, squeezing until the world feels impossibly heavy. You wonder if the pain is yours to bear alone, if anyone could understand the maze you traverse in your mind's depths. Yet, beloved, pause and look into the mirror of my presence. I am not distant or indifferent. I am here, holding you with hands that understand both sorrow and triumph. Your struggle is not a sign of defeat. It is a canvas on which I paint grace in radiant colors. The bruises on your spirit are not ignored by me. They are the very places my healing light seeks to enter. I understand how deeply the noise of the world drowns out your quiet hopes. I see the way days melt into nights without rest, how your steps falter along paths that seem lost and perilous. In these fractured spaces, I offer patience, not a cold, waiting silence, but a living embrace that never hurries nor turns away. I am timeless, and this season of hardship is held within my everlasting gaze. When you feel broken, I am the potter, mending each vessel with a care beyond all imagining. Your brokenness is dear to me, not for its perfection, but for its openness to transformation. Allow me to speak into those quiet places of your heart, spaces where fear and doubt seek to settle. I am nearer than your next breath. When the silence becomes unbearable, I will speak in new ways, threading light through the dark corridors of your spirit. My dear, if my timing feels like delay, my quiet like absence, know that I am always working beneath the surface, creating beauty from what feels like ruin. The night may seem endless to the weary, but I am the dawn that never fails to come. Trust my unseen hand, steadying you even when you cannot sense my touch. I am the gentle salve to your unrest, the calm that no storm can undo. When you feel abandoned, remember you dwell in my heart, forever known and loved. Your pain does not mean you are forgotten. Rather, it is the ground where my mercy and strength bring new life. I understand the ache of waiting, the sting of unanswered prayers, the doubts that rise when you cannot glimpse my face through tears. Do not despair. I am near, even when your soul cries out in the dark with no reply. The holy tension you feel is a space alive with the potential for growth and renewal. It is a sacred pause, preparing you for the gift of restoration that awaits beyond the horizon of pain. Let this settle deep. I am never absent from your weakness or your tears. I stand beside you, strong and steadfast, a shelter when your world feels like ashes. Rest now in my presence, beloved. Set down burdens that are not yours to carry. Offer your trembling heart on the altar of my love. I am not finished with you, not even close. Great wells of joy and peace await, a peace that passes through the chaos around you, a peace only I can give. In your brokenness, choose to turn to me. Let your cries rise. Bring me your pain, your fear, your doubts, your heartbreak. I am listening. I am close. Let my love be the balm for your wounds, the healing set aside just for you. Will you let my comfort reach your soul's marrow? Will you trust me to lead you through the wilds of emotion? Even though your valley is long and shadowed, my light never dims. With every breath, I am drawing you closer to where your soul finds its true rest. Take this moment to surrender your trembling spirit to me, to admit you cannot do this alone, and you were never meant to. I am your strength, your shield, your ever-present friend. Here in this holy presence, you are safe, you are seen, you are loved beyond all measure. If your heart is stirring, don't resist. Welcome the presence waiting quietly beside your pain. Lean in and let the healing begin. My beloved, there are times when guilt and shame weigh so heavily on your heart that it feels no breath could ever pass through your soul. I see your burden, every pang of regret, every silent accusation whispered in your mind's quiet places. You question your value, wondering if forgiveness can ever reach such depths, if brokenness can ever be fully restored. But know this, as surely as if it were etched on your very soul, within me there is a sacred chamber where your failures are not just overlooked, but healed with divine compassion. Imagine an endless ocean, every wave marking a moment you faltered, stumbled, or fell. Yet as the tide recedes, it leaves no trace of those failures on the shore. Instead, it refreshes the sands, shaping them with care. This is how my mercy works in you. No failure is too great, no distance too far for my grace to reach. Your guilt is not a shackle, but an invitation to lay down your struggle at my feet, where I wait to make you whole. You might ask, how can I cast off the cloak of shame that wraps so tightly? It begins by stepping into the light of my presence, where truth dissolves all lies, and love outshines condemnation. When you hesitate, burdened by the idea that compassion must be earned, remember that my forgiveness is never rationed. It is a gift, given not because of what you do, but because of who I am. Endless love. Like a shepherd seeking one lost sheep, I pursue you with relentless devotion, for your worth is beyond all judgment but mine. My heart keeps no tally of wrongs, only a canvas waiting for a new masterpiece. When you confess, you do not stand before anger, but come into a father's arms, rejoicing at your return. I cleanse and release you from every shadow of your past. This freedom is not just a relief from guilt, but a call to reclaim your identity as my beloved, fully accepted, cherished, and renewed. Still, I understand your hesitation. Sometimes shame whispers that you're unworthy of grace, that regret has carved an unbridgeable gap. But consider the lilies, how they neither toil nor spin, yet by my hand they thrive in unmatched beauty. This promise is for you. On your own, you could not bear your burdens, but in me you are held and restored. Will you trust this? Will you embrace forgiveness, even when your spirit trembles? Healing is not instant. It is a sacred journey. Like the potter shapes soft clay, I reshape you with patient love. Scars from your past are not marks of failure, but evidence of my redemptive artistry. Let those wounds become the doors where my light enters. Places your brokenness becomes the testimony of my grace. Do not hurry this process. As the dawn follows the longest night, my restoration comes at the perfect time, and you are invited to move forward in faith, welcoming the newness I bring. If you struggle with feelings of unworthiness, let this invitation echo in your soul. Come be seen as I see you, not defined by what you have done, but by how I love. Remember, I have chosen you, called you by name, engraved you on the palms of my hands. Nothing can come between you and this love. When shame tries to quiet your prayers, know that I hear you, and your confession is a melody to my ears. Here is where freedom begins, in your honest cries and the embrace of my mercy. The path from guilt to forgiveness is not one you walk alone. I am by your side, my hand firm on your shoulder, leading you back to peace. When doubt assails and condemnation threatens your joy, look up and see my face shining with unwavering grace. I am not angry. I long to heal, to free you from every chain. Your repentance bridges your wounds to my restoring power. Feel my presence now, gentle as a breeze that cools the weary, bringing comfort and relief. Let the heaviness lift as I whisper, you are forgiven. You are loved immeasurably. You are restored in my perfect sight. This is not your ending, but the beginning of a journey into grace that transforms all things. Let this truth anchor you. Will you accept it this time? Reach out, take hold of forgiveness, and walk into healing, knowing I carry you every step. My dear, I know how the echoes of fear can be louder than my voice. Fear weaves shadows in the corners of your soul, casting doubts about your worth, your future, and my unwavering presence. Let me gently remind you in this quiet moment. Your fears are whispers in the wind, compared to the mighty roar of my everlasting love. I know your trembling heart. Every anxious pulse is heard from the heights of heaven. Yet fear is not my plan for you, beloved. Fear may seem a vast ocean, dark and wild, threatening to engulf your confidence and joy. Your mind may swirl with worries about tomorrow, uncertainties about your path, choices, or the safety of those you love. Sometimes fear presses so tightly, it feels like a chain squeezing the very life from you. But I am the calm in every storm. When your world shakes, I am the solid rock beneath your feet. When doubts press in and you cannot see the way, I shine a steady light so you can move forward in trust. Remember, beloved, that fear is just the absence of trust. Trust in my goodness, my promises, my timing. Healthy reverence for life's mysteries is different from the terror that stifles your growth. When fear reigns, it blocks the abundant life I want for you, a life full of peace, courage, and purpose. Yet every day, you have a choice to release your fears into my hands, allowing me to turn them into refined strength. When you surrender your anxious thoughts, they lose their hold. You start to see the horizon where hope returns. Many heroes before you trembled before great trials, but found faith by trusting in my presence, even in weakness. You too are woven into this tapestry of overcoming, not by your own strength, but by the power that flows from me. Your trembling is not failure, but an invitation to trust more deeply. Every time fear comes to your heart, it is a doorway, sometimes narrow and difficult, leading to my peace that surpasses all understanding. Will you step toward that door, not shut it in retreat? The courage I give is not the absence of fear, but strength to keep going through it. Anxiety will try to convince you that you're alone, but I am always by your side. Often you'll sense my nearness in the stillness between your breaths, in the quiet just before dawn, when the world is hushed. There, you'll find I wrap you in a peace the world cannot remove. Anxiety never comes from me. It's a tool of the enemy, trying to steal your confidence in the future I've promised. When paralysis threatens, come to my embrace where rest is found. Even the smallest step of faith dispels the darkness. You may wonder how to leave the place of fear, how to quiet the anxious thoughts that echo endlessly. The answer is humble and steady. Learn to cast your worries on me, moment by moment. Don't wrestle alone. Hand me your burdens. Speak to me as a trusted friend. Pour your heart out with no restraint. Let your prayers be seeds of trust planted in me. I am the gardener who tends your faith, even when you can't see the coming harvest. Hold this close. Fear will never define you. You are my beloved, formed in my image, known long before time began. Shadows of anxiety cannot eclipse the light that shines within you. When you choose to trust me, fear's voice may shout, but mine will always be stronger, calling you into the brilliance of love and purpose. Every time you pick faith over fear, you break free from the chains anxiety tries to lock around you and step into the freedom of my grace. Child, when night seems endless and fear gathers like thick fog, do not turn away from me. I am the dawn that chases all shadows. If your heart longs for freedom from fear's grip, surrender it to me. Let this truth soak deep. Inside your trembling is the birth of courage given by my spirit. You are never abandoned in your fear. You belong to me, and with me all things are made new. A profound peace awaits you beyond fear's veil, a rest born from trusting my perfect plans, even when they're unclear or delayed. Lean into this peace, knowing each trial makes you stronger, each challenge makes you wiser. Your story is still unfolding. The chapter you fear most may become your greatest testimony of my faithfulness. Do not shrink back, beloved. When fear lies, whispering that you are not enough, stand in the truth that you are held by the hands that shaped the stars and conquered the darkness. Hold on to me, your source of courage, and step forward, knowing I go before you. Now, will you breathe deeply, pause and place your fears in my hands? Will you let me be your refuge and your strength? Victory over fear begins with a quiet decision to believe my love is greater than any shadow you'll face. Open your heart to me and let the peace I give saturate every anxious thought. This is your first step toward a future free of fear, shaped by my hand. My beloved, there is nowhere you could hide that my love cannot reach. No fear so immense that my grace cannot conquer it. Trust me now, and watch your trembling become a dance of faith, a journey of courage. Will you trust me this time, beloved? In quiet moments when doubt and fear cast long shadows over your heart, I am there, unmoved and constant. The storm may rage within, the unknown may seem endless, but I hold you close, a sanctuary untouched by chaos. Fear, anxiety, and doubt are thieves in the night, sneaking into your mind, sowing lies and unrest. But hear this, these shadows are fleeting, compared to the eternal light I've set deep within you. Look at the night sky, child. Each star shining by design, not accident. You too are chosen to radiate my light in a world that tries to engulf you in darkness. When worries cloud your sight, remember, you hold a spark of divine light that no shadow can extinguish. Your fears are clouds that pass. Your true identity is the sun rising again and again, scattering every shadow. Doubt often whispers that you are alone, your pain unnoticed. But I am the everlasting I am, always here, always attentive. Even when your voice is no more than a whisper, I know every tremble, every hidden tear. In uncertainty, cling to me as a life raft in the storm. I never judge your fear. Instead, I invite you to give it to me. Place your trembling hands and worried thoughts at my feet and find peace in my embrace. Fear is part of being human, but it was never meant to rule you or define your way. In those moments when you feel tossed by life's winds, I anchor you in my unchanging love. Your fears do not surprise me. They are moments for your faith to flourish, your trust to grow. Surrendering your anxieties to me is not weakness, but courage's truest act. I am the shield before you, the gentle whisper calming every storm. Some days the weight of worry may feel unbearable, making hope seem impossible. But hope is not distant. It is my breath within you, assurance that even now, your trial is weaving a tapestry of grace and resilience. Just as a farmer waits through winter for spring, so must you trust my timing when anxiety clouds the way. Each anxious thought, though difficult, is a step toward the strength I am building in you. Will you reach for my hand in doubt? Will you believe my promise to bring light where you see only darkness? I am never a distant onlooker, but your closest friend in every fearful moment, your shelter when doubt and worry surround. Let this truth become part of you. You are never alone. My love is the thread running through your being, stronger than every fear, deeper than every doubt. Feel my presence now, wrapping you in comfort and safety. In this moment, breathe in my peace. Let go of your burdens, one by one, into my hands, the hands that crafted the stars that calm the seas. In surrender, find your rest. Never let fear's whispers drown out the roar of my love. Walk forward, not with perfect faith, but with the daily choice to trust my heart beyond your doubts. You are never alone. Every step is guided by the one who understands more than you can imagine. Child, look at the lilies, worrying for nothing, yet clothed in beauty by my hand, even in the wilderness. You are even more precious. Let these truths keep you steady. When your mind races with what-ifs, when your soul shakes with uncertainty, remember, fear is only a shadow that flees at the light of my love within you. Pause, let my courage kindle a flame where fear once lived. If you feel the faintest hope in your fear, do not draw back. Come close. Tell me your fears. I am listening. Let us walk the valleys together until you find the peace I've prepared for you. You are not defined by fear. You are defined by my love. In that love, your soul finds a fortress, a boundless home. Let this settle in you. Fear has no claim over you here in my presence. You are my child, beloved and cherished. Fear and anxiety hold no power I cannot break. Trust me to be your shield, your strength, your peace. Move forward, trembling if you must, but know I will lift you higher than your worries could ever carry you. Will you trust me in stillness and in storm? Will you lean not on your understanding, but on my everlasting arms? The journey ahead may be uncertain, but my love is your compass and your foundation. Come close. Fear cannot abide where my love dwells. Let my peace pour over you now, like a gentle stream smoothing every rough edge. Rest in my presence and rise in my love. I am with you always. Do not let fear take root. Let faith grow in the fertile soil of surrender. If you carry burdens today that seem too heavy, don't carry them alone. Bring them to me, and I will give your heart the rest it seeks. Your anxious moments are never hidden from me. I am the God who sees and holds you through every trembling breath. Step out now, trusting, into my arms of peace. Let this sacred invitation echo within. Lay down your fears and worries, and rise with me into light. Your spirit was knit with courage, and your future, though unseen, is held in my hands. Reach toward me, and I will meet you there. Will you trust me this time? I see every storm in your soul, the dark winds of fear and doubt that threaten your heart. The burdens you carry are like long shadows reaching to swallow the light you know is there. I witness every tremble, every quiet worry. I am here to remind you, my presence is your sanctuary, where fear has no hold. Fear is sly, masquerading as wisdom, caution, or prudence, yet underneath it is meant to paralyze and isolate you from the freedom I intend. If you cling to your anxieties and let doubt guide your steps, you are lost in the valley of shadows, unable to see the path I've made for you. Yet I walk beside you in that valley, a steadfast light that darkness cannot overcome. How often have you worried about tomorrow, about being enough, about the fruit of your dreams, or the safety of your journey? These questions threaten the trust I plant within you. Beloved, I am the ground beneath your feet, the promise holding you steady. The earth does not shift beneath you, for I am the rock of faithfulness. When fear whispered to you and you still leaned toward me, those were the times you chose to trust the unseen, to believe in the secret assurances of my spirit within. Even when fragile, that trust is the seed of true courage. Courage is not living without fear, but deciding to go forward anyway. Let this truth settle. Even in weakness, you are strong, because I am your strength. Anxiety tells you to bear these fears alone, to hide them from me or from those who love you. But I am always near your pain. When the night is endless and your heart beats wild with uncertainty, I hold you with tenderness only I can give. Your tears are not lost. They water the ground where healing grows. Don't hide your doubts or shame. Lay them before me. I am the place where your spirit can rest. The journey away from fear isn't one you make alone, but a surrender into my care. Surrender is not defeat, but the soul's victory over its chains. It is an act of faith, letting go as if off a cliff. But I catch you. In surrender, you find freedom. Freedom to breathe, to live boldly, to love richly, carried not by the weight of uncertainty, but by the certainty of my love. Your heart is meant for trust, not fear, to soar like an eagle beyond the storm, looking to the promise I have for you. Sometimes this means walking through the storm, feeling the sting and chill, but even then, my gaze is your shelter. I am a sanctuary where no fear can conquer you. Let your fear turn into prayer, honest, gentle, and true conversation with me. Bring me your doubts, ask your restless questions, and listen. In the quiet, you will find my voice, a whisper softer than wind, a call to courage no storm can silence. This is a sacred dance, every step drawing you away from fear, closer to trust. If uncertainty stirs in you now, do not withdraw. Bring your vulnerability to me. Here, healing begins. Courage grows in facing your fears by the light of my love. You are never alone, for I am with you, a fortress of hope and peace. Embrace this as an invitation to release burdens you never needed to carry. In weakness, find my strength. In fear, discover my peace. I've equipped you not to run from fear, but to overcome it, by my spirit, not your might. Remember, beloved, I am the I am, the constant, the unchanging. Even if mountains fall or seas roar, my presence anchors you. Will you believe me now that fear cannot rule over you? Let this truth seep deep, become your song in the night. Walk with assurance. Every step away from fear, every step toward trust, is a step into the fullness of life I made for you. Your path is bright, your purpose secure, your destiny wrapped in my love. Hold fast to my promises. Let fear ignite your faith, not sink your spirit. You are braver than you know, stronger than you feel, loved more than you can measure. Don't hide your fear. Bring it to me. I will make it your story of courage, peace, and trust. If your heart stirs now, don't resist. Lay down fear. Lift your eyes to me. Together we will walk through the shadows until dawn breaks, and you see the light I have readied for you. My beloved, in a world that can feel like a desert, know that a wellspring never runs dry within you. I am the keeper of your joy, reaching with eternal arms to meet your deepest longing. Sometimes your soul feels parched, craving the rain of my love, and you wonder if I notice or if my silence is my absence. I am always here, even when my voice is lost amid your fears or the clamor of doubt. Let me draw near, closer than breath, into that inner sanctuary where you hide your most fragile dreams. There I see you fully, your wounds and your beauty. There too I long to be known and loved by you. The closeness I seek surpasses any longing in your heart. I am not far away, but the whisper in the breeze, the warmth melting your deepest loneliness. I long for union so close that your burdens are my burdens, your joy my song. Here, fear loses its grip, anxiety recedes, and you rest in my arms. Come to me with trembling hands and uncertain steps. I hold you secure beneath my wings, shelter from every storm inside your heart. The night may stretch long, the wilderness feel endless, but in my presence, no darkness is too thick. I am the light that breaks the night, the stillness that soothes your soul. Can you feel this invitation, child? It's more than words, it is an invitation into my very life. to dwell in a love where every secret is shared, every sorrow carried together. Here your spirit finds refreshment, burdens lifted by hands of grace. Here you are never alone, always found, always cherished. I know you have suffered betrayal, abandonment, longing to be noticed. Do not let old wounds wall you away from me. I am the healer, the mender of every break in your heart. Trust me, I am faithful beyond your understanding. Pour your pain before me. Every tear I hold as precious as gems. Your cries I lift from your shoulders. Your sighs a melody to me. In your silence I speak peace. In confusion I shine clarity. No need for perfect words. Just come, even with a broken whisper. I hear the language of your soul. If your heart feels too tired, your spirit too faint, I am already reaching for you. Let this truth be rooted deep. You belong to me, not for what you have done, but because of who I am, a God whose love never ends. Your identity is wrapped in my grace, a tapestry that can never unravel. You are beloved, engraved forever on my heart, glowing in my unfailing light. As you wake each day, breathe in this presence that never leaves. Let my nearness be your foundation. When anxiety threatens to sweep you away, remember, I am your anchor. When doubt whispers you are unseen, let my voice thunder. You are the treasure of heaven. Will you lean into this intimacy past every fear, into freedom? Will you let my spirit draw you deeper, where your soul finds rest and your heart sings anew? Here is healing beyond healing, joy beyond joy, peace surpassing all the world offers. Don't rush, don't turn aside. Come as you are, wounded, hopeful, uncertain. I will meet you, hold you, renew you with rivers of my love that never run dry. Let my words sink into your soul. Let me lead you deeper into the sanctuary of our union. If your heart stirs, don't turn away. Rest in me. Speak to me. Trust me. Here, living water overflows, enough strength and tenderness for every tomorrow. You were never meant to wander or face the shadows alone. You are wholly mine. In this knowing, find peace, courage, home. My beloved, in the silent places of your heart lies an ache from moments of feeling lost or unseen. This pain, though secret and silent, is not distance between us, but an invitation to deeper encounter. If you have wandered through shadowed valleys feeling no hand reach for you, know I am always present, though sometimes my nearness is veiled by your sorrow. I see this hidden ache. Your silent cries echo through my heart. I am moved not by impatience, but by endless compassion and desire to bring you near. Your sense of abandonment does not define your place in my embrace. Even if the world turns away, I have never turned my face from you. When friends fail, when voices vanish, I remain, unyielding in every season of your solitude. Like a shepherd searching for the lost, I seek you relentlessly, my dear one. You are never lost to me. It is I who finds you in your wandering heart, even where you may not see your need. There is a holiness in your aloneness, meant for transformation, not despair. The times you feel unseen are invitations to step beyond fear, to trust the invisible hand guiding your life. This desert journey is not abandonment, but pilgrimage to deeper intimacy. Like a flower blooming unseen beneath the soil, your soul is being prepared for the radiance of my love. Never mistake silence for absence. Silence is the canvas for my sweetest love song. Sometimes your deepest longing is my spirit within you, inviting you to draw closer, not with loud cries, but with a quiet heart. If your soul trembles in feeling unheard, know I am listening, attentive to even the softest sigh. Waiting is not empty, but fertile ground for faith and hope. If you feel unseen, remember the lilies, growing not by striving, but by resting in my care. Your worth is not measured by applause, but by being my beloved, crafted by my hand. There is no shadow too deep for my light, no corner where my love will not dwell. Your vulnerability is the door for my strength and mercy. remaking your loneliness as the fullness of being known. Beloved, the echo of abandonment is silenced by my voice over your soul. Listen, hear my heart calling you. Come as you are. Lay down the burden of invisibility and step into the light of being seen and cherished by the Almighty. This is not comfort only. It is a declaration of your belonging, a banner over your life. Even in darkness, you carry my presence. Do not fear bringing me your rawest feelings. I never turn from your pain. In your open soul, I pour out healing, turning wounds into strength. Every tear is precious, caught and turned to grace, nourishing your inner being. This work is slow and loving, as a master craftsman refines a jewel. Your longing to be seen draws my revelation close. You are never truly alone. I place others near you to remind you of my love. Sometimes despair becomes the soil for deep connection. Receive these gifts, even when pain tempts you to close your heart. Your openness is not weakness, but the wellspring of belonging, tying you to a family greater than you know. Reflect on times you felt unseen or forsaken. Don't turn away from these memories. Bring them to my sacred space. Together, we will weave them into testimony, proof of my faithful love. Will you trust me with these shadows? Will you allow my steady presence to dispel your solitude? Let this settle in you. I am your faithful companion, unseen yet always beside you, even on the loneliest road. Will you let me hold your heart, make you whole? If your spirit yearns for encounter, do not resist. Step into my loving gaze and know you are never forgotten. My beloved, I see you when you feel lost, when shadows surround your way and nothing familiar anchors you. These moments are not accidents, but invitations to deeper presence. When life's currents sweep away certainty, I am nearest. Even if you cannot perceive me, I never forsake the wanderer. I am the unseen hand steadying your steps on the roughest path. The wilderness of feeling unseen is a trial that sharpens your soul's eye to behold me more clearly. In lonely places, your soul is formed for extraordinary intimacy, learning to trust my spirit beyond what you can see. You may wonder if I've forgotten you among the world's noise, yet every tear is etched in my heart's record. Even when all voices fail, my voice is louder than silence. You are cherished, held in my hand. There is a rhythm in the uncertain pauses of life, the rhythm of my patient waiting, filled with hope for your awakening. Feeling lost is not a condemnation, but an invitation to discover more than human sight allows. I gently guide you through the labyrinth of your thoughts, calling you to trust the map I have inscribed in you. When you question the meaning of your journey in darkness and uncertainty, remember, my presence is the lamp in every night. Even if you stumble, you are never forsaken. This night you walk is the soil where my love grows new. In loneliness, there is a communion, a joining of hands and spirit deeper than anything of earth. Will you rest in this secret embrace, even when solitude aches? I am not far. I am your refuge, the only shelter no storm can breach. Do not fear the wilderness of feeling. The very act of coming to me in pain is your first step to healing. In these times, your faith is refined like gold, doubt burned away until you reflect my glory. Let this truth settle in you. You are never alone, for I am the eternal shepherd, knowing every lost one by name. There's beauty in vulnerability, choosing to be seen even in pain. I treasure this, for true connection is born here. When the mask drops, you stand before me real and unguarded, and honesty becomes the bridge to my infinite love. Let go of needing to be strong. My power shows best in weakness. I am delighted to carry what you cannot. If your heart stirs in the quiet desperation of being unseen, don't turn from me. Turn to the stillness where I wait with open arms. You are formed from stardust and breath, wonderfully made. Your being a melody I alone fully know. Even if the world overlooks you, I see you. You are my masterpiece. Nothing can lessen your value to me. Cast aside the cloak of isolation. Step into my unwavering presence. I am always here, my love unfailing. When you feel lost, let that feeling open the door to find me anew. Embrace silence as my whisper. Come close and know you are held, treasured, and beloved beyond all measure. In the deep places where words end and fear hides, I pour grace like a river from eternity's heart. Let it wash away despair, awaken a new song of hope, of belonging, of peace. Will you receive this gift and see in your lostness that I have found you? Trust this promise, walk forward with courage. Beloved, stay close to me, even when the way is unclear. You are not a stranger in a strange land, but a cherished child coming home. My love is your compass through every doubt, every lonely moment. Will you believe me now and let your soul rest, knowing you are never alone? Let this settle in your heart. In confusion and loneliness, you are most deeply loved. Rest here in this knowing. Let your spirit renew as you walk by faith, not by sight. My beloved, you have walked through shadow and light, feeling the weight of uncertainty and the gentleness of my grace. Return fully to the truth I always speak. You are mine, woven into eternity, cherished beyond the stars. Your struggles and moments of feeling fragmented are not failures, but the threads of your becoming. I have never withdrawn. Even in long silences, my presence is as close as breath, as sure as your heartbeat. Understand, dear one, your identity is not shaped by deeds or suffering, but by the unchanging fact of being my beloved. You bear my divine mark, a seal of belonging that nothing can erase. In fear, my love was the whisper pulling you to hope. When despair tried to claim your heart, my spirit was the fire refusing to be put out. You are never forgotten, even when the world makes you feel unseen. In every moment, I look at you with compassion and fierce tenderness. I want you to live fully in this identity, secure, shining with the certainty of my love. You are not an afterthought, but a radiant light entrusted with a purpose only you can fulfill. Your calling is greater than you know, designed by me and sustained by my breath. The dreams and gifts I've placed in you cannot be silenced. They are seeds waiting for their season, rooted in my promises. Trust me to bring them forth at the right time, guided by my wisdom. There is no reason for anxiety about tomorrow. I am shaping your path. Release striving and rest in knowing I work all things for your good. Every detour, every struggle, serves a purpose in your story. I invite you to place your plans, your fears, in my hands. If you waver, put your hand in mine. Feel my pulse of assurance. Will you trust this foundation? Your cry for intimacy has never gone unheard. I am waiting to meet you, to wrap you in my presence. In the quiet, when the world is still and only your heartbeat remains, come and dwell with me. This closeness isn't reserved for the few. It is yours, a gift to nourish, heal, and restore. Let yourself be drawn into the quiet where I whisper your name and confirm your worth. Open your soul to the deep flow of love from my heart and find strength to rise. The road ahead may not be easy, but you will never walk it alone. I am your defender, my voice declaring, you are chosen, radiant, and deeply loved. Walk forward boldly, wrapped in my presence, with confidence that your steps are ordered, your path is illuminated, and your soul is filled with the hope that never fails. I am with you always, the unending source of life and love. Will you hold to this divine identity? Will you rise in faith, embracing the calling I have set upon you? You are mine, and I delight in who you are becoming. Step into this day with assurance, for my power works within you, and my love is unfailing. I have made you for greatness, and I will complete the good work I began when I breathed your soul into being. Let your heart rest here, anchored in this sacred certainty, and move forward in peace. My beloved, if your heart was stirred, if your tears fell quietly, or your soul whispered, "This was for me," then know, I was here. This was not just a moment. This was a beginning. Return here often. This is your sanctuary, a place where my voice meets your pain, where your hope is reignited, where you remember who you are in me. Subscribe, not out of routine, but as a sacred act of staying near, because I will continue to speak, to heal, to lift. There are more messages I have for you, more truth, more peace, more breakthroughs, and yes, more of my love poured out through every word you'll hear in this place. Invite others who are weary. Share this with someone who needs reminding that they too are not alone. Be the light that brings others to healing. Just as you were drawn here, you are seen, you are chosen, you are not forgotten. And this is only the beginning. Come back, beloved. I'll be waiting every time. Amen.